Yes.
Now, what about this other critical player, the stakeholder by the name of the Ministry of Labour, Social Security and Services? What role do they have to play in this kind of situation where the workers feel like they are being disenfranchised?
The Ministry of Labour and Social Protection represents the government of this country. They are the people who should be able to cascade down the laws that are made in Geneva under the auspices of International Labour Organization. Because the Constitution recognizes that all the ILO conventions that have been ratified by the Kenyan government forms part of the labour laws of this country, and they should also be implemented. The Ministry of Labour further should be able to listen to the cry of the workers through the trade union movement and know that the worker, unlike the employer, is the weaker of the two. And therefore the Ministry of Labour should be able to get in as more of a reconciliation
As
or
a mediator.
as a mediator whenever there is a cry from the employee and not from the employer. Because the employer will treat the employee in any manner that they feel at their own whims, because they hold the assets. The employee holds no asset. The only asset that the employee holds is the blood and the competency to wake up early in the morning, serve the employer for a pay at the end of the month. Period.
Right. So now, you are bringing it up as your second pillar. What's your promise? What do you intend to do about it?
I promise to make enough noise for the Minister of Labour to hear me from whatever point that he will be seated, and to come down to where we are so that we can have a conversation, so that we can have a dialogue. In the process of dialogue, we will be able to teach the people who do not know their jobs. And in this case, I have no fear of mentioning SRC, that they are failed in their mandate. I have no fear of mentioning that the employers in the name of County Public Service Board, the things that they do sometimes are out of the law and sometimes are not within the law, but actually serving their masters, and these are the governors. Governors are political leaders who come and go. Public servants are people who will exist because of the mandate that they are supposed to do, because ours is public service. We will give services no matter the governor that is in power. But governors will always push their political agenda in the interest of the political mood of the moment. For us, it is not for the moment. For us, it's to sell our blood until the retirement date.
Thank you. You have mentioned the two candidates who have been able to identify as negatively affected by this reality. Might you have numbers, statistics, and give us a feel of exactly how many people could be so inconvenienced?
Sorry,
maybe you can even give it in terms of percentages?
I actually do not have the statistics for the nurses. I don't have statistics for accountants. I also know cooperative officers were also affected. I know doctors were also affected. But there also has been a lot of turnover in the staffing levels, because with this kind of demoralization, the county governments are not able to retain competent, qualified.
So you feel this could be a cause of loss of talent? Some people just walk out of
We lose talents every day because of this kind of discrepancies and disparities. And we are not even able to attract fresh and energetic talent that is out there, because when they see the kind of treatment that we get, they do not admire us.
They take no pride in working for the county government?
Not at all. And I call upon the workers, myself included, and other union leaders, that the pride that existed must be brought back by championing for these grievances to be solved at the earliest opportune time.
So then the issue arises then, according to you, as a reader, what is this appeal or request that you want to make to the electorate to be see to it that you're able to speak in a single reading from the same script and you're able to articulate to the concerned persons, the concerned parties who are letting the workers down? What exactly would you want to challenge them to do to see to it that they help you bring it out and very clear so that this issue can be addressed? Any particular call to action that you may have for your fellow employees?
My call to action to my fellow employees. First and foremost, a lot of would-be leaders are coming to you asking for your votes. It is your duty to put things into perspective, to look at the pillars that these people are willing to go and present on your behalf to the employers and to the bosses, and put them into perspective and see prudently what is achievable, because many are times that we are misled to put in the bad leaders. Number two, bad leaders are also elected by good workers who are very knowledgeable but who never turn out to vote. So on 25th of March, get out and vote. You will have spoken, and you will have given your leader a challenge that after 1 year of service, there will be a scorecard to be evaluated upon. And before the next election, the pillars that we are discussing, you'll be able to ask Ngari, what are the scorecards, what are the achievements, and what are the variables? And for any problem, what are their justifiable reasons?
Good. You have heard it from him. I am looking up to you. I do believe that you have all the stakes, and it's upon you to keep on letting the workers know that you're fighting for their interest. And we'll be happy to have this same conversation in the next engagement where we look at the RAN pillar.
Thank you very much. Just before we close this interview, I am encouraging my people, my supporters, and the stakeholders. We have and we need to continue these conversations. I am available on social media. Facebook is Festus Ngari. Twitter.